Hey everyone, so I'm back and I wanted to discuss just recently. I noticed a lot that I'm really getting jealous and envious about other things. For example, seeing the success of other people, seeing them learning more than me, earning more than me, and just being better in other aspects of life in general. It actually made me feel really uncomfortable, and I thought I need to research this emotion that why do I feel envious? What is envy? Why do I feel this very specific way when I'm exposed to very specific stimulus? Why I feel uncomfortable knowing that the success of others does not undermine my success. So, what is envy? Well, before that, I want to differentiate between these two emotions, envy and jealousy. Jealousy is referred to when you feel threatened about losing something, and envy is when you want something that others already possess. All right. So, where this happens biologically? Well, a lot of brain regions are involved. For example, the motivation pathway to motivate us what others are pursuing. Jealousy and envy can be a great motivator, but it can also have devastating effects on your mental health. It can cause depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and the list goes on and on. So, psychologically, this happens because these emotions have helped our helped humans to conserve as much resources as possible to ensure their survival as much as possible, because these feelings of envy and emotions would motivate humans to tightly grab whatever resources they have and do not share it with others unless it is their own community members. But now, with the abundance of resources and moral awareness of moral values, jealousy and envy need to be suppressed as much as possible and need to be controlled mindfully as much as possible. Hmm. Well, jealousy and envy is actually a really complex emotion. Like, why would you feel uncomfortable looking at the success of others? Why? What is driving you that way? What is happening in your brain that is making you feel this way? Like, just why? Why can you cannot? Why a lot of people can simply cannot be happy with the success of others, knowing that it will not undermine their success in any way? When I looked up into it, the answer, most people, it is actually quite a mystery that the human mind is a big mystery. We do not know a lot of the things that happen. We can only put inferences and references and reflect on ourselves and come up with our own conclusions and then match it with others' conclusion to see where things are going. So this emotion of jealousy, it seems to be primal. It is that it helps us save a lot of resources, but it is really important to manage it. But how do we manage it? First, awareness of this emotion. Second, mindfulness. One important uh, mm, second is mindfulness, and just believing in the fact that the success of others will not undermine your success, but it will only help you improve. Another thing I would like to add before I go, because I researched this topic a few days ago and I didn't look up to what I've researched. I just got a time to quickly record it, so let me remember. Yes, another thing I wanted to add is whenever you feel threatened by someone, whenever you're feeling envious, jealous, you do not know what the other person is going through mentally, physically, and emotionally. You do not know what in their consciousness is going on. How are they actually feeling? If you are they really feeling delighted and blissful as you think or not? Because envy and jealousy can Stop can blind you from the blessings you already have. You probably have a house, you probably have a car, you probably sleep fine at night, you're probably getting food 3 times a day, you're drinking, you have enough resources you need, you are drinking enough water, maybe you have access to a gym most people do not have. Maybe you have an awareness that you need to improve yourself, study hard, and don't doom scroll to death. You have this awareness, which itself is a really great blessing. Maybe you have access to night clothes. But jealousy and envy, this does is it blinds us from the blessings we already have. So these emotions can be removed by focusing on what you have and then improving on yourself instead of looking up onto others. Look at the people beneath you. You probably have all your limbs properly intact together. Most people don't have it. Some people lost their arms, lost their hands, lost their fingers. And when you imagine that some people go through extreme racism, etc., you do not know what the other person is going through mentally and physically. Maybe imagine if you're driving on the road and someone person just cuts through you, you might feel angered at them, and you might feel furious and frustrated, but you do not know what the other person was going through. He could be a rowdy person, but he could she could the person driving the car can also be a mom who's in an emergency wanting to go to the hospital because something bad happened to their child. So anything can happen. Just remember that you do not know what the other person is going through, and when you're aware of this, it will really help you. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something, and did not, hopefully, did not thought that I wasted your time. See you in the next one.